Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
On behalf of our management, principal, and faculty members of Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Panimalar Institute of Technology, I welcome you all for the AICT-sponsored short-term training program on electrical vehicle technology. Today, I also have a hands-on training on electrical vehicle technology by Mr. Srinivasalu, Pantech Private Limited. With this note, I am handing over the session to Mr. Srinivasalu. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, all. So, welcome to the session. So, yesterday's session we discussed about the bidirectional DC-DC converter topology, dual active bridge. So, in that bidirectional DC-DC converter topology, we control the flow of power, either 5.5 kilowatt or 10 kilowatt or 11. According to our requirement, we can implement, and we discussed the power controller only. So only power flow controller in that DAV, dual active bridge bidirectional DC-DC converter topology. We can go with the voltage control technique, current control technique, and a frequency control technique also. So in every control technique, the feedback people will use normally AI controller only. So when it comes to the traction inverter topology in an electric vehicle, so we need a traction inverter, right? So in that traction inverter, the PI controller. So the basic one is everyone will prefer to obtain the response of the system to control the speed of the motor, or either we need to control the speed of the motor. Definitely we need a feedback control technique. So the feedback control technique, it may be complexity, but the system is more stable when we are applying the feedback system. So for that traction inverter topology, for a 3-phase inverter, we will discuss here. So in that PI controller, everyone, the DC-DC converters are inverter topologies, the basic one, so proportional integral controller. So here, apart from that, here we will discuss with the fuzzy logic controller technique to control the speed of the motor controller, how it will help for a traction inverter topology, how to get the gate pulses, so then how we need to turn on the switches in a 3-phase inverter. If you observe the 3-phase inverter, we have total number of switches, 6 switches are there, 3 legs are there. So in that 3 legs, we can't turn on all the switches at a time. So we need to go with step by step, right? So here, you can see here, before discussing about the 3-phase inverter, I'll discuss the fuzzy control. So then we will go, if we have that, we can analyze how to design the rules in the fuzzy logic controller. So then how we can implement that one in Simulink model. So here, if you have laptop, everyone can type here fuzzy. We will see the basic fuzzy logic controller. So then how to create a rule. So the fuzzy logic controller variable programming version. So here it is totally depend upon the design, imagining the system, how we need to control the system. So according to our rules, the system become more robustness and it will become more stable. So here type fuzzy and enter. You will get one pop-up. Type fuzzy and enter. We will see here how to create the rules. So then we will move to the inverter. So type here fuzzy. So yesterday, while we were discussing the basic about the DC machines and the AC machine, so in the DC machine, we given a small example. So in that example, what we discussed, if we are giving the DC supply, so then while you are running the motor, DC machine motor at 1500 RPM, induced EMF is proportional to the speed of the motor. So when the speed is decreasing, automatically induced EMF also will decrease. So let's take a simple example. So this fuzzy logic control or fuzzy logic algorithm was developed by Latif Jade around 1960s. So later it is related to the artificial intelligence techniques only. But so neural network techniques, they have the capability, they can learn by themselves. But these are how we people are designing the rules. According to that, it will perform. You can see here, this is a pop-up, everyone visible, right? So in this pop-up, info now. So when a lot of Jade, when he was in a research field, so he given a small example. Suppose a bunch of people, went, he was from USA, so he observed the surroundings. So then he given a small example. A bunch of people, you went a good restaurant. So how we people will take a decision at the end of the time while we are paying the bill? So while you are entering into the restaurant, so then you are taking a nice lunch. So then the service also good. So then by leaving the restaurant, you are ready to pay the bill, right? So at the same time, you will give some tip, right? So how we people will analyze a 4 or 5 people when we are paid? So we may give 10% or 15% or 20% also. So here, how you can analyze the tip actually? You need to give some tip to the customer who will, the bearer some tip, right? So at that point, how inside of you or inside of your thought is going. So you people will analyze the 2 things. One is quality of the food. Whether the restaurant people, they are providing the quality of the food or not. And how the people treated you or the people treated us while we are entering into the restaurant, whether they treated the customers well or not, either in good manner or not. So if suppose the quality of the food is delicious, but the service may be poor, that means they are not treated well, the service is very poor means, then you people may think in different way, right? Either you may give 10% or 15% or less than that also. If both food and service both are excellent, you may give 30% of the tip also. In that particular case, if the food is okay, fine, and the service also medium, in that case, you may think different, right? So we people have a set of mindset. So according to the situation, we people will act and we people will give the tip. So the same thing here. So while we are designing a rule, how we are analyzing the model, whether it may be controller or any type of controller. So the fuzzy controller, it is when the system becomes more complex or when the system at non-linear condition or non-linear loads if you are using. So in that case, the artificial intelligence related or fuzzy logic controlling related algorithms will perform better way than the PI control. The response of the system may get more and the steady state response also, steady state error also will decrease in the PI controller. But the PI controllers are suitable for linear loads only. When it is impossible, the thing which we are working on it, so when for humans, when we are thinking it is impossible, so in that case, these type of artificial intelligence or algorithms will effectively perform. So here, we people will create a certain rule. According to that, it will perform. So here I said we can take 2 input factors also. That's your wish. But here, yesterday I discussed the DC machine. So from that we will discuss it, then we will take. We can create infinity rules. If we see whether either true or false condition. So either true means you can consider 1 or false means you can consider 0. So in between 0 to 1, we people can create infinity rules, right? So people can create infinity ways we can tell. Suppose whether you people taken the breakfast or not means you can tell so many ways. You can tell that yes or no or yes, I taken little bit. Like that, you people can give the answer in different ways. So here also we will create the rules. According to the rules, the machine or the controller, it will perform here. So look at here. So everyone give the fuzzy in the command window and you will get the pop-up. By getting the pop-up, you can see here. So give the name as speed of the DC motor. You can mention here speed. You mention here speed. So then here output. You can click on here at output side. At output side speed and another one is voltage or induced EMF also you can give. So here I am taking voltage. The induced EMF is proportional to the speed of the motor, right? So here voltage here we are giving. So now if suppose if the input factors are 2, like if we are given the example, right? If you need to take 2 inputs at input side, you can see here in the edit option. You can click on the edit option, add a variable. Add a variable, either input side or output side. Add a variable. Now you can see here. If you need to add the output variable, so how many input variable you can take multi-input factor and you can give the voltage. So here I took only one input only and one output only. So here I am removing this one. Now you can see here. So double click this one. Double click this one. Click on this one. Double click on it. We need to create the rules. So actually the first speed one is fuzzification. Output is defuzzification here. This is fuzzification and the defuzzification. This is rule based view system. This is fuzzification, defuzzification. Fuzzification, we need to give the input. What is the input? And output what we are expecting. So here in this model you can see here membership function editor they given here. Now you can see here in this membership function, so voltage, right? So the membership functions also, you people can take infinity rules in between -1 to 1 also you can take infinity rules. So how you are imagining, how you are thinking, according to your view, we can create infinity rule. So if you need to edit the rules, so add membership function or remove all membership function. You can see here we removed all the membership functions. So go to edit, add membership function. Add membership functions. So in this membership function, type of membership functions also there. So which type of membership? Triangular membership function, either trapezoidal membership function, the Gauss-Bella membership function, either Gauss-Seidel membership function or sigma, d sigma. So you can take. So for simplicity, here I took triangular membership function. How many number of membership functions you need to take? That means how many number of membership functions you need to take, either 3 or 4 or 5. So here we are taking 3 membership functions. Okay. So while you are taking the 3 membership function, triangular membership function we taken, first what we need to observe here, the range. What is the range of the speed? So here we need to fix actually. The range of the speed of the motor, here I am keeping 1500 RPM. Range of the motor or range of the machine, here I am keeping 1500 RPM. So now, the first thing here, once if you click here, what is the range of the speed? So here, low speed, high speed and medium speed I will take. So in this membership function, you can see here, this one I took low speed. So in this one low speed we given the range you can give here. So type is triangular membership function. If you need to change sine or trapezoidal Gauss-Bella, that's your. You can see. Shape, if you need to change, you can change it. Otherwise, if you go with the triangular means, you can go with the triangular. So here, what is the speed range? Low speed means how much you need. What is the range you need to fix it? So here, I am keeping 0 to 150 and 300. Up to 300, I am considering it is low speed only. The RPM only. 1500 RPM. Total RPM is 1500. So 0 to 300 RPM, I am considering is low speed. So click on it. That's it. So now, second membership function 2, you can click on it. You can click on second membership function 2. So now, people can give here medium membership. Medium membership function. Sorry, medium speed you can give. Medium speed. And what is the range here? The medium range what we are analyzing. So 300 up to 300, it's low speed, right? So then here 300, I'm taking here 900, 900. In between 300 to 900, I am considering the range here, medium speed. So click on now member function 3, I give the range here, high speed. So here 900, right? So 900 to 1500. So once if we give here, so then now speed rules we created. Actually speed, what is the specific low, medium and high speed, we keep the rule with. So then click on voltage. Click on voltage. So in this other one, you can click on it and the range you can fix here. The range you can fix here. So here the voltage 0 to 230 here we are keeping. 0 to 230 here we are keeping. So in this one, here low volt, we are taking low voltage. So here you can say here parameters is 0, 60, 9. This is low volt. So click on membership function 2. Click on membership function 2. Medium volt. Medium volt range here. I'm preferring here 80, 120, 160. And here membership function 3. Membership function 3 here. So here I'm taking 158, 230, and 230 here we are keeping. That's it. So once if we created the membership, now you selected input side 3 membership function and output side you are taken, defuzzification side you are taken 3 membership function. So once if you create it like this, you can close it. Speed and voltage. So now double click here. Untitled one. Double click here. Double click here. You can see here. Now we need to create. So when the if you can see here the rule editor block, you can see here if speed is, so then voltage. If else based condition, the rules will applicable and it will based on the if else condition, if conditional. So if the machine is running with low amount of the speed, I will prefer here medium volt. So then add a rule. You can select here, add a rule. If medium speed, here we didn't give the membership function 3. So consider this membership function 3 is high voltage. Add a rule. High speed, low voltage. Okay. So once we created the rules, we can close it. Now you can try to close it. It will ask save the file. Try to close it. It will ask save the file. So now save changes to yes. So give the name, whatever the name you can give, that's your wish. So here I took the name here speed. Apply, save. So once you can see whether the file where you are saving, either in current folder or in any another folder. If you are saving the file in another folder means try to copy the current directory path and keep here. Try to observe here whether the file is available in the current folder or not. Speed.fis. So now we need to check, right? Whatever the rules we are creating, whether it is working or not. So now you can see here. Now here you can give the name, whatever it may be, test here. Test is equal. With your name also you can give the variable name, no problem. Test is equal read FIS. So this is inbuilt command. Read FIS. Test is equal read FIS, open bracket. Test is equal read FIS, open bracket. You can see here read FIS. So now the speed. So give the semicolon, enter. If you the semicolon, it will not show. It will not show in output, right? Test is equal to, you can see. Now you can see it. Visible, right? If you are giving the semicolon, it will start to show the output. So give the command test again, then you can see it. This is our file which we created. Mamdani type of FIS format file we created. So now give the command here, eval FIS. So here the speed of the motor is running 1400 RPM. So then test here where speed of the motor is running with 1400 RPM and the name here test. Enter. Now you can see here when the motor speed. So how you created the rule? So high speed, low voltage you created. You can see here. Eval FIS 1400 RPM and test with given. So 49.765. Now you can see here. Eval, you can verify with another one. Eval FIS. Input FIS max. What is input? Speed, right? The speed here I am giving 850. 850. Yes. So then enter. Now you can see here. Medium speed, high voltage. Think visible, right? Command window visible, right? I can say here. I think everyone got it right. So here eval fire. So the motor is running with 30 RPM. You can see it. Okay, so now if I need to observe this graph, give the command. First of all, so then I can see here surf view. So then the DC motor, right? Here we given the wrong actually. The fuzzy feed file we need to give. So we given a wrong here. Feed your file. Surf view, feed. So you can see here. Then enter. You can see the graph. Speed versus voltage you can see. Okay. So now here we need to observe the rules. You can see here. These are the rules which we created. You can see here. So when 1470 RPM, 50 voltage. Need to see membership function or fuzzy properties or rules. So here we didn't mention the name, right? So you can edit that one also. Put edit membership function. So here I will. I hope everyone understood this one. So now, whatever data we created here, rules we created, this one, how to import that data to the Simulink file. So let's see here. So I am closing this one. CLC. Here I am giving clear command. Now, you can see here, we need to take one Simulink file. So new file I will take, new untitled file I will take. So take a new untitled file. take a new untitled file. Yes, by taking the new untitled file, you can see here. Go to library browser. I can see here from commonly used blocks. So I took a small scope and here sources. I can see here. So take a scope from sources, take a step block. As you can see here, step block you can take. And here, fuzzy logic toolbox is there. Here, you have a fuzzy logic toolbox. You can see here, fuzzy logic toolbox. Take a fuzzy logic control. You can see here. So here, you can connect here. This one connect here. Double click this fuzzy logic controller. So here you can give the name as P. So now we entered the name, which file we create. We created a file. That file name will given here. And this step time, I am taking 0.2 seconds. Initial speed 1400. Final value 1500 RPM. So in that case, what is the voltage I need to observe? This is our step. So this fuzzy logic controller, it will show the view rate. So you can see here, if you run the simulation, what will happen? You can run the simulation once if you connect and after giving the name, once you can run the simulation. It's compiling. Wait a second. Now can see it. Error evaluating parameter FI. So in this fuzzy logic controller, we are getting some error, right? So now go to command window back. So now we need to import the data, whatever the rule data, whatever the data we created in FIS format, that data we need to import it to the Simulink model. So here we are getting some array. Now, so look at here, type here fuzzy. Now, go to file, click on file, import from file. Import from file. So here, speed file, right? Speed.fis, open it. So now file, export to workspace. Export to workspace. So now can come back here, run it. You can come back here and run it. You can see here now. So now there is no error. Now you can see here. You can see here. Now you can see here. So 1400 RPM and 1500 RPM. In between that, what is the voltage you can observe? Okay, so now here you can change the step here, then you will get a different way. So like this we can input the data. So now in this one, show the model. you can see here. So here we taken a three-phase inverter. This is a three-phase in which we taken from the library. Three-phase inverter, actually, if you see here, a three-phase inverter and a permanent magnet synchronous machine we taken. So now in today's world, most of the automobile companies, they are preferring the permanent magnet or BLDC motors only they are preferring, because they are performing better than the squirrel cage type of induction motor, and they are giving much efficiency also, around 85% efficiency. They are performing in a better way, in a smooth operation, and they have a rugged nature and affordable cost also due to the several factors. So most of the EV electric vehicle related OEMs, they are preferring for their vehicle BLDC motor, permanent magnet, BLDC motor or permanent magnet synchronous type of motor. The permanent magnet BLDC type of motor, we can run more than 10,000 RPM also. So for that, you can refer the permanent magnet, the differences if you need to identify deeply, you can refer R. Krishna from IISc Bangalore. So as the professor written regarding the permanent magnet synchronous machine and permanent magnet BLDC type of motor, what is the difference in those two type of motor? So once you can refer that book also. So now you can see here. So that three-phase machine we are preferring, three-phase machine we are using, and the only drawback of this permanent magnet synchronous machine is inside of the rotor we are placing the permanent magnet. So those are Hall effect sensor signals only. Whatever the sensor we are placing, they will identify the position of the rotor, inside of the motor. But they have some aging effect or aging limit. So after 2 to 3 years, they may, due to that reason, aging effect. So it is not, that is the only drawback. So apart from that, in all the way, this permanent magnet synchronous machines or permanent magnet BLDC motors are preferable for all the application, not only electric vehicle application, either water pumping or residential application or agriculture application. In all the application, this type of machines are preferable one. Most of these BLDC motor, we people are importing from China only. So the manufacturing facility is not available in India when it comes to the permanent magnet synchronous or permanent magnet BLDC motor, or 80% of the machines which we are importing from China only. And these only the availability more in the market. Depending upon the area, maybe in Chennai, the market cost may be different. In Hyderabad, the cost may be vary. In Madurai, the cost may be vary. So depending upon the area, they will sell the product. So, and that too, a 1.5 kilowatt or 2 kilowatt or 3 kilowatt. Depending upon the vehicle, the capacity of the motor will prefer different, right? So here, for this three-phase permanent magnet synchronous motor, we people are using a three-phase inverter. Here we have a voltage source we are taken. So then here 6 switches are there. So once if you know the process, how we don't need to take again 6 switches in MATLAB Simulink. We have a universal bridge. So from that we can take it. So whatever the machine model or this permanent magnet or three-phase inverter, we can go with the mathematical equations also. While we are developing a mathematical equation. So to get mathematical equation, we need to go with this three-phase inverter phasor diagrams we need to. So by going with the phasor or space vector analysis, then we can easily get the mathematical equations of a three-phase inverter also. If you see here, while we need to convert the DC into AC, we need to convert. Here we are giving some DC supply voltage. That DC we need to convert into AC. So here VA, VB, VC or IA, IB, IC will send to the machine. So here 1, 3, 5, 2, 6, 4, right? So this is the switching pattern in a three-phase inverter. because all the switches are not turned on at a time. So here we have 120-degree conduction mode, 180-degree conduction mode, two type of inverter topologies are there, and voltage source converter, current source inverter also there. But most of the cases we will prefer the voltage source inverter, and here also we are preferring the 120-degree conduction mode, three-phase inverter topology only. So if you see here, we need a closed loop path. While we need to get the A, B, C, we need to turn all the switches will not turn on at a time, correct? So here the three-phase power supply also, if you observe, one waveform will be started from 0. One is started from 0 and another one is started from 60 or 120. So then another one prefer from 0, 120 and 240. So if you observe here, you make it like this, and this one, it will come like this, right? So if you see here, to get a phase or B phase, one is we are telling three phases. So if you see IA plus IB plus IC equal symmetrical. So here V is equal to IR, I is equal to V by R, we can write it. Let's take here, I'm taking it 3 switches. So in this case, 0 vectors also there. So generally 2 power n. So n is nothing but the leg, how many bridge arms are 3, how many legs. So n is 3. So 8 possibilities are there to convert AC to DC. Sorry, DC to AC. DC to AC we can convert. So in this case, if you observe 1, 3, 5 here turn on, what will happen? 1, 3, 5 while we are turning on. Is there any closed loop? If you are turning on only upper leg switches, you will get 0 voltage only. Similarly, if you are turning on lower leg switches, you will get 0 voltage only. So one vector is 0 and the remaining 6 are the active vectors. So in this case, if you prefer here 1, 2, 6. So there is a closed loop path, right? So here you are turning on and this switch is also turning on, and here 1, 6, 5. This is 1, 6, 1, 5, 6. Now you can say here 1 and 5 both are in parallel. Take the magnitude of this one. This magnitude you can consider R and R and R. This is VDC. So the magnitudes if you take it will be actually so IA, IB and IC. 0, 120, 240, right? So here, if you see 1 and 5 both are in parallel, parallel means we can apply the voltage division rule. Voltage division rule, if you are applying R by R, R plus R. So then R square by 2R, so then you will get R by 2 only. R by 2 plus R. So totally we will get 3R by 2. What we are telling? IA. IA is equal V by R. What is V? VDC. R you can take 1. So then VDC by 3 by 2, it will go to reverse, right? So 2 by 3 VDC only. So 2 by 3 VDC. And AC, people will find out in RMS only. So then we need to multiply with the square root of 2 by 3. So here, so total this magnitude you will get 2 by 3 VDC, and this magnitude you will get minus 1 by 3 VDC, and this magnitude you will get minus 1 by 3 VDC. So symmetrical component IA plus IB plus IC is equal to 0 by 30. Okay, so here from this you can write the mathematical equation also 2 by 3 VDC. So all this, from this you can take common 1 by 3 VDC. So in MATLAB function, people will write U of 1 nothing but sin theta minus 1 120 sin theta plus 120, that means 240 only. So here initially 2 minus u of 2. U of 2 is nothing but minus 120, then minus of u of 3. U2 u of 1 minus u of 2 minus u of 3. This is the first equation for IA. We will get mathematical equation. So here we are understand, then no need to take the mathematical equation. So then directly we can take the switches also. You can see here, we can take 6 switches. Instead of that, we are taking here from library MSK power system. So specialized technology and fundamental block power electronics here. So from power electronics here we have universal bridge. So this universal bridge, if you take to the model, you can see here. So this one controller. Select, right click. You will get the pop-up. So to change here. We will get here one pop-up. Wait a second. Here we'll get the pop-up from that rotate flip-flop. You can see here, rotate flip-flop, up down. Now you can see it. These are changed, right? So that's it. Now double click this one. So just here we take a 3 bridge arms, thyristor place, here we are taken MOSFET diodes. So that's it. This become a 3-phase inverter. So then here we taken a permanent magnet synchronous machine. And here in this permanent magnet synchronous machine, here we take a bus selector. By taking the bus selector, here is the stator current, rotor speed, and electromagnetic torque. If you see here. You can see here inside a stator current B, stator current C, back EMF. So whatever the waveforms we need to observe, we can take those things. So here we took rotor speed, stator current here, electromagnetic. Then here Hall effect signal HA, HB, HC, right? So similarly, we take Hall effect sensor signals here. You can observe here. We take in Hall effect signal HA, Hall effect signal HB, HC here. So then we created an output as a bus. So now here you can see here, these Hall effect sensor signal, how to convert individual EMF A, individual EMF B, individual EMF C. So for this Hall effect sensors are actually digital electronic, right? So you can see here. The machine language is digital, binary language only. So here I took 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, then 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. This one Hall effect sensor signal will. So this is HA. I'm taking. This is HB and HC. From this, I need to get induced EMF A, induced EMF B, induced EMF C. That one I need to design in MATLAB simply. Now you can see here. You can see here. So this is 60, 120. We are telling Hall effect sensor signals will identify the position of the rotor, right? So 60, 120, and 180. You can refer any IEEE paper or research theatre or science direct. 240, 300, 360. So remaining both 0, 0 only. So in this, how we will convert induced EMF A, induced EMF B, induced EMF C, we will see. So first we take a HA, HB, HC. So then we create it as a bus creator vector, right? Now you can take from here. First you can take any of the number you can take. Suppose 0, 1, 0, I 2. 0, 1, 0, I 2. So from here, from HA, HB, we will get induced EMF A. From HB, HC, induced EMF B. HC, HA, induced EMF C. So here, HA, HB, I need to get induced EMF A. So from HA, A, B bar I am taking. So HA, HB bar. So then here, HA bar, HB. What is HA here? 0. And HB bar, 1 bar, 0 will be. Similarly, HA bar, 0 bar, 1, HB 1. So if you see here, what is the AND gate operation? So AND gate operation 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 case we will get 0, 1, 1 case only we will get output as 1. So here 0 and double 1, right? So here we are getting 1. Upside 1 we are taking positive, lower side 1 we are taking negative. So then we will get minus 1. So that means induced EMF A at 120 degree, 0, 120 degree. Induced EMF A is in negative. Minus 1 here. Then induced EMF B, induced EMF C. Induced it. So now this one, how to design in MATLAB simulation. This one, whatever we are discussing here. So this one, 0, 1, 0 we are taken, right? So from this you can see here. First what we need to get? HA, HB, HC, right? So how we designed that decoder, I'll try to explain here. Subsystem. So this subsystem name we given as decoder, right? So from the machine, permanent magnetic PMSM machine, we taken HA, HB, HC. Input is HA, HB, HC, right? Now I can say here. HA, HB, HC, this one. So first what we are doing? HA, HB, HC, A bar, B bar. That means HA bar, HB bar we are taking, right? If suppose, if you are giving HA, HB, HC, you are created 3 inputs are there. So then I took a DMux block. So then I connected here. So now I took one more DMux. Before that, I will do HA bar I need to get means A bar. Suppose HA your input, HA bar need to get means we need to connect a NOT gate. So here you can see here logical operator I am taking. This logical operator, I am taking as a NOT. You can see. So then, if you suppose if you are giving HA, HB, HC as a input to the NOT gate, output side what you will get? HA bar, HB bar, HC bar you will get. This is also HA, HB, HC. So now HA, HB bar, HC bar. First thing what I need to do from HA, HB, I will get integer EMF A. This is HA and this is HB bar. Where I need to connect? So let's take here itself 0, 1, 0, right? H1 0 1 0, right? So now you can see here. So 0 in here 1 bar. 1 bar what will get? If you are giving 0 1 HA 0, then 1 bar again you will get 0. Where we need to connect these two 0 0 and again. Okay, take this one. Double click this one. Keep it as a and 2 inputs. You need to connect here. You need to connect here. For understanding, you can write here HA. HB bar. So now what we did? HA, HB bar. From HA, HB bar, 0, 0 you will give output 0. So then here we need to connect a data type conversion. So this data type conversion, if any integer values will come in, it will not allow actually data type conversion. So then the second step what I need to do? HA, HB bar. Then again HA bar, HB, right? Take this one. Keep here. So now this is HA bar. HA bar, right? So where we need to take HA bar. Sorry, this is HB, right? HB, HA bar. Then we need to keep here summation block, right? So now upside one is positive, lower side one is upside one positive. You can see here this is positive and downside one negative. Okay. So now here you are getting integer EMF A. Similarly, now 1 0 you can take. Again 1 0 you can take. What is 1 0? So HB, HC bar. Where is HB? This is HB. HC bar. This is HC bar. HB, HC bar. So then again HB1 0, right? 1, 0. HC bar 1, 1 you will get a 1, 1 you will get, and again output as 1, positive side. So then you can take one more. Now what we need to do? HP bar HC. HP bar and HC. What is HB bar? HB bar and HC. So then again here you need to take one more combination block, connect here and connect here. So from here you will get 1 and here you will get 0. So positive 1, minus 1, positive 1. So then again HC, HA is there, right? HC, HA bar. This one only, right? HC, HA bar. What is HC? 0. HA also 0. So 0, 0, you will get 0 only, right? So similarly, here also. Now, HA bar, HC, HA bar, HC bar, right? HC bar, HA. So then take one more. So now we can connect a mux block here and keep it as a integer of A, integer of B, integer of C. That's it. Here 3. So for all, this is digital electronics, right? So now you can see here. You can take out of 6, we have 6 active, 6 are there, right? So 0, except 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, you can take 6 base. You can take any of the number. This one is common. So that thing only here we implemented. You can see here, all affect sensor signals. So output as integer of A, integer of B, integer of C. You can see here, minus 1, plus 1, 0 we are getting. Minus 1, positive 1, we are getting. According to this truth table, we are converting integer of A, integer of B, integer of C into all of the sensor signals into integer of A, B, C. So then come back here. So that same integer of A, integer of C, we are converted into the gate signals and we are given here. So the gate signals are simple. So you can't turn on all the switches at a time. So in the first leg, if you are turning on, then less than 0. If you are turning on here, greater than 0, second leg, less than 0, greater than 0, less than 0. The gate pulses you are giving here. So then the DC voltage supply, control voltage source here we given, it's around 160 voltage. So then here you are taking a feedback path here. This is the feedback path. And the speed regulator here, reference speed, and this is the speed regulator. So here we are taking the fuzzy logic controller. So in this fuzzy logic controller, error, change in error we are taking. So error, change in error value, through that we need to KP and KI value. We need to get KP. Okay, KP, KI value we need to get. So here we given the name already. So here 2 input variables actually. So then 2 output variables. So then we are given to here. So then we are trying to control the speed of the motor. So now we need to import the data, right? So see clear. So here we are typing Fuzzy. You can see here. You can see a file, import from file. So here, this already which we created already. So again, it will take so much time to create the role. So now you can see here. You can see here each error, changing error. So that is 2 factors. So now file, export to workspace. You can see here, file export to workspace. So then if you need to observe the surface, you can see here, we'll get the pop-up. You can see here, the rules KP and K value, error, change in error. So now I will show the rules here. You can see here, go to view and look at the rules, how many rules we created here. "25 rules were created. Error, change in error. So through that we are getting KP, KI value to improve the response of the system. So now here you can run the simulation. You can run the simulation here. It's compiling. Wait a second, it's compiling. You can see here. You can see here the reference speed here we keep 2500 RPM. Then we will achieve here it. If you are not importing the data, you may get error. Can see here. It will reach us to some peak value, oscillated, and settle down at one point. You can see here, this is the stator current. So it is oscillating. At one point, it will be settled down. 2500 RPM, it will be settled down. I hope you got it. So then coming for tomorrow's session, we may discuss regarding the batteries, the type of batteries, how to charge the battery, how to discharge the battery. We will see it with the bidirectional DC-DC converter topology, how to charge a battery with the current control technique and the voltage control technique. And depending on time possibility, we will discuss. But the Simulink model, a bidirectional DC-DC converter with current control charging, we will see here. So then the batteries, types of the batteries, those things we will discuss. That's it. You can see here, this is VAB. So once the simulation completed, it will be settled down 2500 RPM. Whatever the reference speed here we are giving, either 2500 or 1800 or 1500 or 3000 RPM also, it will come to up to that point. So thank you all for giving the opportunity.